So Wake Forest headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. From deep, it's Davis. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. He's past the sticks. There he goes. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tulsa.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Carr. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looking for a gap. It's Wiggins. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Long way to go on second down. This time they'll throw it. Left side, it's Tyler. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Wiggins. Bust through behind his pad. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. Let's take a second here and talk Wake Forest. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Demon Deacons back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick handoff. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quick give. It's Wiggins. To the 15. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Second down, gonna throw it. Stepping to the right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. All right, guys, let's take a big view of Tulsa. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they...
Looking deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route, and the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Wide receiver going in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Look out! Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Hits inside, it's Wiggins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side is Foley.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Wants to throw on third. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Going to the ground. Got the first down. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Play action on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Out wide left, it's Wiggins. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the return, it's Davis. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Spins away from the defender. Hard running there. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job.
Lots of room to run. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Running to the left. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He's at the 50.
You got to be so careful, too, Davis. On 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Rush right in his face. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head and you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but Cantell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. The give. See some running room. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Tulsa wasting no time.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Got the quick pass. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's an easy completion to the tight end on a stick route, but that play later they could pump and then hit the tight end going up the seam for a big one.
Driving forward, it's Edwards. Defense all over him. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Booster!
2nd down to the air. Under pressure. And it's a sack. Wait calls the timeout, and they have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the...
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Not enough juice on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Bearcats looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Wade.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Deep in the end zone, it's Davis. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. They'll go to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
29, Wake Forest, 17.
Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Number 10, set to advance on the football.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. First play of this drive. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Second and long here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Out wide right, it's Tyler. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Demon Deacons right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
And the Demon Deacons have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wide receiver. Drops back on first down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Gets the back moving. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 90, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense in a bunch formation. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Here's a little room there. He's at the 40, the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. From inside his own 15, looking for room. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Left side is Carr. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. On the run, it's Wiggins. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He makes the catch at the 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense ready to get this drive underway. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Roberts. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Run inside. It's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Tulsa trying to pick up a 4th down conversion here. He's changing the play. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Here we go, ready, go. Throws it off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Right back to the well. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the catch down the right side. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Wiggins. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Right side, it's Wiggins. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Just keep slinging it. Turns it upfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Just going to keep it after the snap. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.